Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my LowMagic run of Skyrim. Last time we escaped from Helgen, and now I am going to be following Ralof to Riverwood. I expected him to say something, he decided not to. Okay. So Ralof will provide
You should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
So he provides exposition as we run, which I think is worthwhile. Skyrim has a well-built living world. Well, living might be too much. The world of Skyrim is built well such that it feels like there's things going on and the characters are somewhat real.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place. I guess you get used to it.
So there's a lot that goes into making Skyrim feel like somewhere that is believable, that really is. The characters aren't just there to provide quests or act as background fodder, even though they are kind of background fodder, but there's real...
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead. See for yourself.
Oops. Yeah, and so these are stones that provide magical benefit. I'm not going to select any of them because it is, in my opinion, magical benefit. So I'll just note what they are. This one is the Thief Stone, which gives you stealth skills 20% faster, and I'm not sure which skills are considered stealth skills. The Mage Stone does magic skills 20% faster, and then the Warrior Stone does combat skills 20% faster, and there are stones scattered all over the world. So, we ready,
Fight,
Ralof?
or die well.
Okay, why were you being executed?
Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself.
Oh, right. I don't paint... Well, I'm going to go with, oh, right, Ulfric Stormcloak.
Right. The leader of our fight against the Empire. I forget that most people don't know what he looks like, except for those Imperial wanted posters.
Okay, so how did you end up as Imperial prisoners?
I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing, in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, we stopped in Helgen. And you know the rest.
Okay. Was the dragon on your side, since it did stop your execution?
What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman.
Yeah, I can't say that I blame you. So, do you really think I should join up with Ulfric Stormcloak?
Damn right. You don't have to be a Nord to fight for Skyrim's freedom. You should come to Windhelm with me and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Wait, you think Ulfric knows where that dragon came from?
Well, maybe not. Dragons haven't been seen in Skyrim for an age or more. But wherever that dragon came from, and whatever it wants, Ulfric will get to the bottom of it. You can count on that. Besides, you have your own score to settle with the Empire now. And with that dragon.
Well, you make a good case. Maybe I will go to Windhelm.
I hope so. Skyrim needs people like you to fight for her freedom. Come on, you'd better get moving.
Okay, go ahead, get moving. Come on. No, you said we needed to get moving. Moving? I'm pretty sure he waits for you to pick a stone by default. I don't know if... Yeah, if you get far enough away, he assumes you're not going to. That works. And then he'll keep running. So when I was doing the alchemy, ran this path and picked almost everything I could find. Did slow me down a little bit, but overall worthwhile.
Remember, this isn't Stormcloak territory. If we're ahead of the news from Helgen, we should be fine. As long as we don't do anything stupid. If we run into any Imperials, just let me do the talking.
Can do. Although I am dressed as an Imperial, so maybe I could claim that you're my prisoner, but maybe not. Alright. Uh-oh. Wolves. No, that is definitely not the weapon I want. Iron mace and shield. Yep, so you can hear the wolves in the background. Oh.
Hey, be careful!
There's 3 of them. Okay. So he says be careful, because there is friendly fire. I can hurt him. But also, if you attack...
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
If you attack NPCs, there is 2 types of NPCs. There's essential NPCs. You attack them, and when you would kill them, they drop to 1 knee and then sit for a while, and then eventually they'll stand back up. So they cannot be killed. And then there are non-essential NPCs, and if you kill them, they're dead. So you can potentially cut off your access to certain quest lines and the like by killing NPCs.
Looks like nobody here knows what happened yet. Come on. Gerder's probably working in her lumber mill.
Big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
Nope.
Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
So I'm going to stick with just the primary
Gerda.
quest lines. Not
Brother,
going to do much.
Mara's mercy, it's good to see you. But is it safe for you to be here?
Gerder.
We heard that Ulfric had been captured.
Gerder, I'm fine. At least now I am.
Are you hurt? What's happened? And who's this? One of your comrades?
Not a comrade yet, but a friend. I owe him my life, in fact. Is there somewhere we can talk? There's no telling when the news from Helgen will reach the Imperials.
Helgen? Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Pod, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is it, woman? Sven drunk on the job again?
Pod, just come here.
Rayloff, what are you doing here? Ha! I'll be right down.
So my primary interest is the story.
Uncle Rayleigh, can I see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed? Do you really know Ulfric Stormcloak?
Hush, Frodnar. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers coming.
Aw, Mama. I want to stay and talk with Uncle Rayleigh.
Look at you. Almost a grown man. Won't be long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Rayleigh. I won't let those soldiers sneak up on you.
Now, Rayloff, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in. I can't remember when I last slept. Where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards!
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason, for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Raylov's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Okay, so that was nice of her to give us a key to her house. I'm going to refrain from stealing it. Well, yeah, I'm not going to take anything else off of her. I will take some of the stuff from the house, but she's carrying around her lunch. We'll let her keep it.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
I ought to get back to work before I missed, but... Did anyone else escape? Did Ulfric?
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop Ulfric's Stormcloak. I'll let them into the house and, you know, show them where everything is.
Help them drink up our mead, you mean? Good luck, brother. I'll see you later.
Don't worry about me. I know how to lay low.
Okay, so because this is going to largely be a story play and concerned about the story, the plot, those kind of things, exposition, I'm going to be talking to a lot of people, asking them lots of the dialogue options, but it will be primarily for the main quest lines, just because there is a lot of dialogue in the game and a lot of subquests. Just because the reason for that is one of the things I've liked about other people who have put videos on YouTube has been being able to see games that I otherwise would not be able to play. Usually those have been games in for other things like consoles rather than on PC and the like. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. And then just a quick note, if the map, or excuse me, the map does it too. So the map will tell you where you're going to go. This is Whiterun. That's where the Jarl of Whiterun is. These are the Guardian Stones that I passed that could have increased the experience that I gained with a certain skill. I could fast travel to that. Anything that you have accessed, you can fast travel to. I don't want to at the moment. And then the different major towns are noted on the map as well. So Whiterun is one of those major towns. Windhelm is where we would go to sign up with the Stormcloaks, so we will be heading that way. But in addition to the map, if you look at the compass, it will show you where things are. So like that is a mine, if you see the pick and the hammer. And then there are graves, there are more of the stones scattered around the world. Towns look like that, and then there are some that are just huts, and that kind of thing. So we'll come in here, and we will talk to...
I told you my sister would help us out.
We'll talk to Hod. And then we'll gain some of the... I'll probably loot their food. I'm not going to
I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck.
I don't want to take their money and the like, because... well, it is a role-playing game, and to some extent I do continue playing a level of a role. Not that it's much of one. However, I am trying to collect books, so I am going to pick up the books that I find. This is Fiori and Holgir, okay? And then we'll see what else well, that's empty. I could have known that by looking at it. Search the chest. Cowhide. Gold, wolf pelt. Wooden bowl, wooden plate. So hides can be used in leatherworking, which I will be doing, but I don't want to steal that either. Basically, I'm just going to be after food, because food is good for cooking, which I will show in just a second. But first, hey Hud, how's it going?
So you saw a dragon, did you? Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house?
Much bigger than that, as big as the inn.
Well, I'll be. That'd be a sight to see. Not that I actually want to see one, understand. I hope that dragon stays far away from here.
Me too. It causes,
Make yourself at home.
oh, Haggard. Causes rains of fiery rain, so...
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Okay, how do I get to Whiterun from here?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see Whiterun on its hill as you pass the falls.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruf? I don't mean to be disrespectful, as he's ruled Whiterun Hold well for years, but he seems in over his head now. He's been trying to stay out of the war, but it can't last. He's going to have to pick a side. I'm afraid he's going to make the wrong choice.
Okay, why? Is he loyal to the Empire?
I wouldn't say that. But he and Ulfric have been at odds for years, and I'm afraid Balgruf will end up siding with the Empire because of it. But it's hard to believe that even Balgruf would choose Elisif over Ulfric.
Who's Elisif?
I suppose she's Jarl Elisif now. She married High King Turug just before Ulfric killed him. The Empire supports her claim to be High Queen. I don't really have anything against her. Not her fault that her husband Turug was bought and paid for by the Empire. But she's nothing but a puppet for the Empire now, with her husband Turug dead. Ulfric will make sure she never takes the throne as High Queen.
Ulfric killed the High King?
Some say murdered, but it was a lawful challenge in the old way. Ulfric called him out as a traitor to Skyrim, and killed him in single combat. If Turug couldn't defend his throne, he had no business being High King.
So there's no High King now?
No, not until the moot meets to choose another, and it won't meet until one side or the other wins the war. Don't worry, though. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He'll drive out the Empire, and Skyrim will have peace at last.
Okay. So what can you tell me about Riverwood?
It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town, too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes.
Okay, so what do you think about the war?
The Empire may have been good for Skyrim once upon a time, but those days are long past. Banning the worship of Talos was the last straw. Thalmor everywhere, dragging people off for honoring our own gods. I'm glad Ralof is helping drive them out of here. If I was a bit younger, I might have joined the fight myself.
Okay, then. Do you have any supplies I could take?
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need within reason.
Okay. Thank you. Within reason. So, alright, let's see here. Oh, another book. Olaf and the Dragon. We'll look at that later. Search dresser. Boots, hat, blacksmith apron, and miner's clothes. So, you can wear normal clothes. Some folks will play the game and they will walk around town in normal clothes just to keep the role-playing going, similar to how I'm not taking gold. And for myself, I'm not going to be that active in it. There are places where you have this elf's ear, garlic, rabbit, pheasant. I'm going to assume these are for cooking, given how they're hanging. Alright, right. There are places...
Make yourself at home.
Working on it. There are places where you...
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Thank you. Where the clothes you're
Hope
wearing
to see you in Windhelm.
influence
Good
how you're
luck.
responded to. And so as far as that goes, like when I go to Windhelm, I'm probably going to change out of the Imperial armor, so I'm going to need heavy armor as well. So cooking is a lot like alchemy in that you use ingredients and then you can make various things. No, thank you. And then those things have different influences. So, for example, a pheasant roast restores 5 points of health. So give me just a second. And unfortunately, there's that bit of animation. But if I come here to items, food, you can see that a pheasant breast on its own only restores 2 points of health. All right, and my carry weight is down here. I can carry 144 pounds, or I am carrying 144 pounds of the 30 that I can carry. A pheasant breast weighs 0.2 pounds. So you can carry quite a bit of food, which will be a good thing, because I'm going to be dealing with issues, or I'm not going to have potions, so I'm going to have to heal the best way I can. So cooking food ends up creating items that are superior. So this is 15 points of stamina, 10 points of health, 10 points of health, 10 points of stamina, 5 points of health, another 5 points of health. Tomato soup is 10 points of health, 10 points of stamina. So there's a lot of repetition in what they do. Vegetable soup is health regeneration and stamina regeneration for 720 seconds. So, oh, come on. I can do math in my head. 12 minutes, sounds like?
I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck.
And I think I will get more recipes as I go, although given the fact that mammoth steak is here and I haven't even seen a mammoth or a goat, maybe not. We'll see. However, let's see here. So health regen is nice. I don't remember if I have natural health regen, but given that I'm at full health, probably. So let's go ahead and make some vegetable soup, and now I don't have enough because I don't have a leek. And then we can cook the rabbit haunches that we found. It does also use salt pile, and then the pheasants, and then that will be... And the other thing it does is it reduces your carry weight because you're combining things. So now I've got some foods that I can eat. That's going to be good for now, I think.
Make yourself at home.
Oh, hold on. I did not mean to take that. Miscellaneous. I do not want a cast iron pot. I did want to search the cupboard. Leather strips are used in leather working. I'll worry about those in the future. But for now, I'm going to call that good. We will
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Thank you. We will move on to Whiterun in the next video. Thanks all.
Lucan over in the Riverwood Trader says thieves broke into his store. Strange. He says they hardly took anything.
Well then, that'll be worth looking into next time. Well, yeah, as I was saying, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.